Long time no see. For you all, before I start this review, is Happy New Year to every one of you because our Earth just finished its rotation around the sun, and also for some of you, Happy Christmas for those who celebrate on 25 December, and also like me, those who celebrate at January 7th. Okay, that's all what I want to say first before we start the review. So yeah, I will going to start review, but generally I want to talk about something, especially about my experience at Indonesia Diecast Expo. Personally, I was quite a bit, to be honest, very disappointed by the event. Very disappointed. I mean, like, the event is nice, but there is some kind of positions that makes me kind of like if I don't say it right now, uh maybe this could happen again, but I hope this could be uh let's we open-minded for some of Indonesian um watchers that happens to get my videos. I want to clarify that I don't try to defame or try to attack your events, but personally for me, this is quite kind of like a scratch in my head that I really need to say. Your events are completely, it genuinely felt like, I mean, this is not only happens to you, but some places, but in Indonesia, this kind of thing, diecast, I really don't know if it's really getting, the the price are very ramped up. So yeah, they kind of like a little bit increase the price of every of the event cars in some extent that it was genuinely quite not quite expensive. It's, for me personally, it's very expensive. First of all, yeah, like this PMC, as far as I see in Hong Kong's, if I'm not wrong, I could get this around like $20, but the time I arrive in Indonesia, getting this Mazda 787B, it become a little bit much more expensive. Sorry if I misprice it, but it's like another extra $5 for buying this. So yeah, for me it's personally quite expensive. And second of all is regarding about pop race. Pop race releasing like three brand cars that they want to sell. Initially, as far as I know the information, this is one of them, like Civic. They supposed to be sell it separately, like legitly separately. So basically, you can buy this without buying a bundle, like getting a shirt, getting another two other cars like the RE Anemia RX-7 and the Mitsubishi Lancer. You can buy it separately, but apparently the information are always getting edited. First of all is this one. This one, I generally don't know, but as far as I get some information from certain people who are happens to also, following up the events, they initially price this at in rupiah is around 450 for the Civic. But because of course Civic is quite an interest in Indonesia, especially GDM, the Japanese domestic market, they increase this price. They edit it in on their Instagram post from 450k to 500. So yeah, basically they just outright increase the price of this. I really don't know about this, but as far as I see and informed by other people, they say it like that. wow, I would say. So they basically trying to grab a quick money on it. Okay, that's only a problem, to be honest, for me. Especially we talk about this is a special event. This is your 11th event. And next thing is you still actually in the information are informed that you could buy this separately. So they have the list like this, this one, okay, price at 500, while the other one, the RE Anemia and the Mitsubishi Lancer, you only just need to pay around 350k in rupiah. Before they edited the post again. Yeah, they edited the post again, and now they price it as a bundle. So you need to pay 1.1 million rupiah. As far as I can say, it's around 50 United States dollar, in which are, well, to be honest, suddenly for me, the pause, even though it's edited, it is really edited like 5 days before the event, as far as I could tell, either 5 days or 3 days. So basically I felt at that time is this is quite a scummy move come from there, from pop race especially. I really don't know if the pop race did it or the ID did it. I really don't want to blame anyone, but to be honest, this, I could say, ID11 is the quick cash grab event. From my experience, especially the car are getting overpriced, but I really can't judge about the price. But from the information that they keep editing, it is quite a concern for me about the future IDE conventions, because it is really a scummy move. So basically, pop race or whatever who are responsible for that post are putting an information fraud, as far as I know, because they keep changing it, and obviously nobody going to give a follow-up except they repost it. All right, if they repost it, it's much more better. But that one is the old post and they just edited the description, which is a very scummy, right? So finally the day I come to the Indonesian Diecast Expo, and I happens to met one of those customer who want to bought a Civic, pop race Civic. He was from Thailand. We talk about a little bit, and yeah, he initially asked me how much the price is. So, but the thing that I need to clarify with him is that he really can't buy one piece anymore. Like he want this, but he really cannot buy this as one piece. He really need to buy a bundle, and he was shocked. So yeah, you get the idea. Basically, nobody are quite informed about that, and there's a lot of people come in there. Even though yeah, the Hot Wheels section is quite messy, I see. But yeah, personally, from the experience, it will be, giving like uh, vision, what you call it, perspective about the Indonesian Diecast Expo. And yeah, my perspective on Indonesian Diecast Expo is also get blurred, because there is so much that things that aren't quite right for a Diecast Expo. Because when I come to Hong Kong Diecast Expo or I come to Beijing Diecast Expo, they all just like, yeah, they don't quite price you much, but when you arrive at Indonesia Diecast Expo, they really like sort that event is quite a quick money grab. I really don't know, but this is personally what I was trying to say to you. Also, for those Indonesian collectors who are happens to watch my videos, I just want to clarify. I don't want to attack Indonesia Diecast Expo, but this is my personal experience and comparing it with other events. Uh, Unfortunately for me is I missed the Singaporean Diecast Expo and Malaysia Diecast Expo. So yeah, my opinion is will not quite be aligned. So yeah, it could be irrelevant, but I just want to say it personally because it is quite getting stuck in my heart if I don't explain it. And also, there is a second thing, but the second thing that I will be discussed is when we, let's say I want to criticize certain brands. So I think we should start from the review then. Sorry for the, previous statements. Maybe you just want to watch the me reviewing this car, but I genuinely need to say this thing. Okay, thank you. Alright, now let's back to the review. This is the BM Creations Mazda 787B. The special things about this is this. It was the Mazda 787B Black 1991 test car. So yeah, basically this is like before the Le Mans, the 24-hole Le Mans competitions, also known by you those iconic renowned livery. So yeah, before it become a renowned livery, it was come as black, I guess, as far as I could tell. And this was I really don't know about the informations, but it was supposed to be like, oh, sorry, supposed to be like the car that Mazda put to, yeah, test around the engines, the endurance, and etc. So yeah, I really don't know about any information about this car, but the test car, I mean the Le Mans one, is easily to be searched. So yeah, we just review the diecast. Let me open this. Let me unscrew it first, and yeah, here is it. Okay, this one comes with clear acrylic base, and yeah, here's the car. Now I come to the second point that I want to say. BMC, what the hell? I just wanna say that you might be surprised what I'm going to bombard this car with, and I will be comparing it also to the Hong Kong one, in which I didn't buy because the quality control are very terrible. It's very terrible, but I would buy this at least because in my perspective, I think this one is cool. And so just happened that Motor Helix releasing the renowned. So yeah, I really want the openable Mazda 787B. Okay, first of all, the wings. The wings, for this one, it is quite an expensive model. I just want to say, if you compare it with the Hong Kong one is considerably cheaper than this one. At least I really don't know the differences between these two cars. This just like repainted from the renowned one they produce for the Hong Kong. And yeah, first thing I notice is for this expensive car is the wing. I mean, like, this ain't quite a problem for me because yeah, I understand it's very difficult to adjust a wing that in some positions, and yeah, you sometimes ended up with this terrible QC where it kind of bend. And yeah, of course I ain't going to risk breaking it to, like, adjusting it. Second of all is the wheel. um yeah, so the wheel is, first of all, when I see it, it's quite normal, but second I see it, it's kind of rough. Look, it it wasn't round, it has bumpy, it was bumpy, it has rough sides. And yeah, I mean tarmac also has this issue, but first of all, tarmac is Well, yeah, the event car is still are being in touch, but this one is kind of like, just quite terrible for the QC, and it doesn't quite roll well when I get it. But yeah, I open up the screws and get some things adjusted, so yeah, it could roll well now. Yeah, the wheels are quite rough, but yeah, I if I understand, it is quite hard to make cars nice. But to be honest, for a given cars, you should have put a lot to it, especially you are supposed to produce it in limited numbers. Yeah. And there's the antenna. I like this kind of details, like they giving out the antennas rather than just not giving it, like Kyosho did it, even though not all cars receiving antennas. But yeah, this is only quite a good job from BMC for the details. And yeah, this is the mirrors. If you ask me if the screen is reflected, um, it quite reflected, but it quite but as you can see, the car. Let me focus it first. Wait. Is it? It was a silver painting. So yeah, the reflection are mostly come from its paint, and yeah, this side exhaust in here they had it, but this is painted, of course. And yeah, the headlights now, um, the left one is quite rough. You know, like the resins it not quite cut properly, but of course a lot of brands are plagued with this problem, so yeah, I think I can kind of get some considerations for this one. Yeah, maybe I'm also lucky to get this much more better, because I see some of other people get it. It's quite terrible. It's like Kyosho level, yeah, for the Ferrari one, mm, because some of them have the other side of the headlights quite fucked up, while the other one is very well done. Okay, yeah, this is the right side. By the way, the both sides is looking different. So yeah, this is the what you call Mazda one. The both sides are different. So yeah, you have the exhaust. This one doesn't have, because they have a unique cooling system. And let's we go to the back, and yeah, it's just plain black. But if you can see it in the photo, there's quite a details. They they should have not missed like this. The tail lights or something. Yeah, maybe the thing that they are quite miss is the last detail that they should have put. But yeah, I will be considerably sincere in here, even though they didn't give it a quite a touch, but it's already quite a nice model as far as I could get, you know. Yeah, they have also the wipers in here. It was imprinted with the mirror. And yeah, I also want to talk about this. they they kind of did it rough in here. So yeah, you kind of can see that there is a gap not quite closing to the cockpit. Um, in here also, it's quite hard to be noticed, but if you had the model, you could really notice it. And now to the second point that I want to really say is, um, BMC, I just wanna say to you, this is your event car. You suppose are, um, let's say, event car is supposed to be how you giving out a technological demonstration, or what you could demonstrate that make your model much more appealing. But in the Hong Kong one, there is many people say that the quality control is the most terrible for an event car compared with another brand in which they have a quite nice touche. They are produced in limited quantities, but also their quality are still keep being a touch. But for BMC, I really don't know if there is quite a problem with the productions that you had, but yeah, a lot of people quite complain that your quality control is very messed up. But I really don't want to attack the BMC. So yeah, I just kind of want to give this video a platform, a criticism towards BMC that their car is event car should be in touch. You should have use it as a demonstration that you could make produce a car that are up to standard, even though yeah, in the mass quantity you really can't control it, but at least for the limited quantity or the event special model, you could like provide some kind of vessel that your product is quite well made and quite well to be presented to audience that you really want to sell it. Okay, so you can see the comparison with the back car. I'm really sorry I can't compare it with the photos. I think the video will be get